Hey guys, today I just want to show you what makes a good fitness website in 2024. Some people still come to me with a website like this, one of the really old website templates, and they say, "Oh, I'm not getting enough leads. Oh, my SEO is not right." Uh, my answer is that's not true. You could have a website like this and still have a very good SEO and still get a lot of leads. And that really depends on your target market, your target demographic. So an older looking website like this would actually be good for you if your demographic is like that. But what matters is what makes a good website these days. If you have a fitness studio, well, first of all, you're not going to go to a website like this, or I would tell you to stay away from websites like Wix websites and whatnot, or not essentially that they're bad. It's more that they don't have the functionality to be able to do a lot of integration with your gym billing software or a CRM. Because, as for example, if I do go to a Square website or a Shopify website, those are more made for e-commerce. So again, Shopify, Wix, and whatnot. They're made for e-commerce. So if you don't have an e-commerce, I'd stay away from them just because they don't they probably won't have the integration that you're looking for your CRM. Anyways, my goal today is to show you five different things to show you that what makes a good website. First things first is I would go into the design. The design of a website matters a lot in the fitness industry. It has to look pleasing. As for example, in here, this is one of the good websites that I would consider in high converting websites. This is from Charge Fitness in Victoria, BC. And they're a personal training studio who specializes in EMS. Anyways, I'll take a look at this and say, okay, uh, first things first, I can see that what is their target market? So, target market based from this is looking at ages from anyone from 35 plus. You can see in here that we target 35 plus anywhere here for personal training. So, first things first, you want to show that on your website, not stock photos. I mean, you can use stock photos if you want to, if you really don't have any photos, but the best thing is to always use your customers and your clients. Next thing that I would check is I would go to developers, pagespeed.web.development. This is made from Google, so this would basically check how fast your website is. And here you go. So as you can see in here, Charge Fitness scored 94 plus, SEO 100, best practices, performance 94. That's for mobile. Now you can see in here on desktop, also the same thing, a 99 performance. Now, if you have a Shopify website or a website from Wix, you probably get the same thing because they are very super fast. Now, again, I go back to that's not your target market though. You're not selling anything. So if what you're trying to do as a fitness studio is you're trying to get information calls, you're trying to get book clients. So the next thing that I would check in here is your SEO. How do you check if your SEO is right? So the first thing that you can do if you already have an agency that works with you is you look at this one. So this is already a keyword. Usually the biggest header on every single page is what you're trying to rank for. So I'm going to go ahead and hover over the top in here so as you can see there it matches. So if it matches, you're doing kind of okay, but that's not all of it. There's a lot of things in the back end that needs to be done to make sure that your SEO is proper. And what I like doing to check that exactly is if I go to incognito mode, I really like going to incognito mode just because it's not biased. I'll go ahead and search EMS fitness training in Victoria, BC. So I can guarantee you that they are on the first page just because we did it. So they're right there. And also on Google Maps, they show up first. And also, as you can see in here, right below that, you can also see more about them. You can see their Facebook page, you can see their Instagram page. This is from working with them for the last year to make them go all the way up in terms of the search engine. If you're wondering how we did that, you'll have to go watch our video regarding website SEO. But going back to the topic here, one thing also that stands out when you're creating a website is having the proper call to action and buttons. So as you can see in here, I already have book an information call. This book an information call, well, they get to put their first name, last name, information, and make sure you have a CAPTCHA just because there's too many spam nowadays. This then, having a proper button like this will make sure that you have a higher chance of getting people's information and getting more inquiries. And what do I mean by that? So, for example, if I go to different programs in here, you can see that all the book and info call is actually right here. So, you notice in here probably that when I hover over programs, there's a bunch of different services. So, contrary to a popular belief back in the day, if you have a domain and you're talking about your service, you're probably thinking, I'm gonna rank. No, it's things have changed for several reasons now. Because everyone does that, it's so hard to rank properly. So Google actually has changed their system way back then that every single page is ranked differently. So if you go back and search to incognito mode, we can see that we can say EMS personal training seniors Victoria. You can see in here that two different pages show up right away. So what that is the first one you can see in here is EMS for seniors. That's a different page, and this is also the home page. So based on our SEO service, if we rank for every single page, then that means you'll have a higher chance of showing up to the people that you want to service. And again, what's important is having that very good call to action so that way people will give their information right away. As you can see that I put it all into all of these so that way, there's a higher chance that you will get their information and therefore more leads and therefore more conversions for you. So if you want us to do the same thing for you and see what we can do for you, just go to fitnessstudiomarketing.ca/book. What we'll do for you is we'll build you a gym member keyword list and do a research for you in terms of what kind of keywords you should be ranking for. We'll do a ranking website report where we'll even do your speed testing and tell you exactly what you can do to fix those. And last but not the least, create you a local digital marketing strategy and plan for 1 year. Now, again, this is all complimentary. You can watch this video here to learn more. Basically, we're offering the service for free to, number one, learn more about your studio, and number two, get a chance to really show you what we can do. So if you decide to go with us and implement all these strategies, then great. If you want to do it by yourself, that's okay too. We just like to have the opportunity to be able to show you what we can do so that way in the future, if you are scaling more and want to outsource your marketing and services with us, then great, we'll be here for you. Bye for now.